Harry, this is the Love Potato, and this is, this is part four of What If Naruto was a half god, half demon, half death. So, yeah, part four. I almost forgot the intro, and yeah. Am I half tired? Kinda. But not the point. What's it called? So no recap. Go subscribe to Anime Sensei, Iconic What Ifs, and Obito What Ifs. The next will be in the description. My second channel will also be in the description. But other than that, let me begin into last time where I left it off, and also it's fucking cold in my room. So let me turn on the heater. So of course we go into Naruto, going into the Mist Village to find the Revolution Army. So of course, this is where we go into Naruto. Naruto's right now looking around with his third eye, because his third eye allows him to see the souls of the good people, bad people, and people. Yeah, he can see anything. He sees a large amount of group of souls, mostly towards like the underground. He thinks that's the Revolution Army, and of course, he sees another pile of souls and one that actually merged with a tailed beast, and he says, that's Yagure's forces. And so Naruto thinks about it. Would he be able to even take out Yagure's forces by himself? He doesn't know. But yeah. So of course this is where, Naruto, he goes towards what they call the underground. Of course, this is where he meets, not the underground, mostly a fortress. And of course, this is where, he sees two revolution guards, basically two of May's guards, kind of just protecting the fortress. And this is where they say, who are you and why are you here? Naruto says that his name is Lucifer Angel, which is just a combined name of, Lucifer, who gave him the power of being a demon, and Angel, basically the power of, Michael, who gave him to be kind of a god a little bit. Mostly an angel. But yeah. Of course, this is where, the two guards says, okay, then why are you here? This is where Naruto says, I am here to help out the Revolution Army. This is where they say, a kid like you. Oh, okay. This is where they first kind of say Kai, because they weren't sure about the kid. They realize the kid is actually a kid. And this is where they decide to bring the kid towards May. They see for any weapons, and they see no weapons. Except for some ceiling, what's it called? Well, not ceiling. They don't see anything. Of course, Naruto's third eye did close before he even went in there. So, of course, they didn't see anything wrong with this kid. So, of course, they bring him towards May. May is right now just talking, being sweet to Chojuro, but being angry towards, what's it called, Ao. But yeah. Chojuro is very nervous because, that's how he was. And Ao was always kind of arguing a little bit, but not trying to be rude at the same time, or he would get killed by May. So, of course, the guard says, May-sama, there is someone here to see you. This is where Naruto walks in. And of course, May says, why is there a kid here? This is where, the guard says, this kid is wanting to join the Revolution Army. This is where, and he says, sure, he'd be able to join. We just have to see his skills and all them other things. Naruto says, good to know, because I actually have, 3 scrolls from 3 different villages of the major villages. This is where, Naruto says, if we win this war, there's a good chance that your village will be aligned with the other 3. This is where May widen her eyes and says, wait, what 3 major villages are you talking about? Suna, Kumo, and, Stone Village. I forgot what it's called in Japanese, but yeah. Of course, this is where, May widen her eyes and saying, which village are you actually from? Naruto says, from Suna. This is where May nodded and saying, I see. So you're not actually here to join the war. You're just here to make an alliance. Naruto says, no. I'm actually here to win the war. by just training for a little bit until we kind of kill Yagiri and you become the fit Mizukage. This is where Mei widened her eyes and seeing, well, not fit, yeah, since Yagiri was a fourth Mizukage, so yeah, she would be the fit. This is where Mei just widened her eyes and then nodded slowly. This is where, well, so yeah, Mei is will be the fit Mizukage. This is where Mei says, just to train here? But this is a war, kid. There's no way for you to train. Naruto says, don't worry, I'll just be training in the outskirts. I'm just here to kind of warn you that not to get in my way when I'm actually fighting against Yagiri forces. Mei is confused, and of course Ayo then goes up to Naruto saying, you're not that tough, kid. That's where Naruto grabs him. Naruto was so fast that he spin, Ayo upside down, smashing him in his face first flat to the ground. Pah! That's where Naruto says, I'm sorry, did you say something? Sorry, I can't hear you since you're eating dirt right now. This is where Mei kind of giggles a little bit because the fact that Naruto just made Ayo, one of her strongest elites, soldiers, just eat dirt. I mean, then again, she kind of is laughing, but at the same time, she's kind of serious. She's surprised at Naruto's speed. This is where Ayo's like, you little. This is where Naruto says, well, that's all I'm here to say. I'm just here to help to kind of stop, well, not stop, mostly help during the war. Mostly my mission is to assassinate Yagiri, or not Yagiri. Kind of just kill him off. Help you during the war. This is where Mei says to, why don't you help Yagiri? Naruto says Yagiri is too unstable to be anywhere near the alliances. You, on the other hand, is not that stable, or not unstable like him. This is where Mei nodded. This is where Naruto disappeared, without just a din of nothing, and well, there's like, he disappeared without a trace. He is just gone. Dark ash just appeared when he disappeared, but yeah. This is where Ayo says, that little brat is too cocky for his own good. This is where Mei says, maybe he is, maybe he's not. But we go into, 3 months later. Naruto has just been training on the soldiers of Yagiri. Naruto just been beating the crap out of them like Madara does to the Shinobi Alliance. Pretty much, yeah, Naruto just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, knocking them all out. That's where, not many people don't, in the Mist Village, there's multiple Mist Ninjas that are actually, not Mist Ninjas, missing tracking ninjas always going after Naruto because they see that Naruto's a threat. But of course Naruto wipes him out like it's nothing. And of course Naruto keeps doing this because he's able to see with his third eye his demon eye and his goddess eye. So of course Naruto can easily see the missing tracking ninjas trying to kill him. Of course Yagiri has been getting angrier and angrier and angrier with Naruto and getting less angrier with the Revolution Army. Mostly getting distracted by Naruto. And so yeah, Mei actually noticed this because there will be less forces that were actually going towards Mei's direction and going towards Naruto's direction. And Naruto did say that he will be kind of being out in the outskirts of the Mist Village. Legit being right next to the Mist Village when he's training, when he's eating, sleeping, and everything. So of course, not many Mist Ninjas do die. When Naruto is kind of fighting them, he kind of sees which one has bloodlines and doesn't actually kill the ones that actually are hiding their bloodlines. Mostly knocks them out and kind of like put them in a boat and just pushes them down the stream, kind of throwing them near the Revolution Army. This is where he always puts a sign saying that these guys are bloodline users, help him out, and yeah. This is where Mei has been getting her army to grow bigger and bigger and bigger. This is where the bloodline users do wake up and realize that they are basically going on the winning team. So yeah. Of course, when Naruto does fight against people, he usually kills not just the bloodline users, he doesn't kill them, But those who are actually kind of good and didn't actually want to do this whole being under Yagure, but they were the only thing to go into. So of course Naruto doesn't kill them, besides just pushing them down, and yeah. Naruto just does this for like 3 straight months. He does this for like 3 straight months. And of course Naruto just keeps doing this, and of course Yagure is getting straight up annoyed. He sends missing ninjas, missing tracking ninjas, missed ninjas, missed ambus. He's sending everything at Naruto, but they keep getting knocked out, sent to, Mei, which he doesn't know about that. He just thinks all he sends, every person he sent, just gets killed. That's all he's thinking, because he doesn't get any reports. He just gets reports of a mass murder has happened, blah, 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 blah. Sorry if I went silent for a little bit, but of course this is where I just thought I had something in my mouth. So of course, we're trying to figure out what the hell was. But of course, let me go back into the what if. So of course this is where, I should stop saying of course. So yeah, we go into Naruto kind of just being a pain towards Yagure. And of course this is where Yagure is trying to really just kill Naruto. We go into another 6 months. Naruto has actually been getting stronger and stronger every time he kind of practices on Yagure's forces. The reason why Yagure hasn't actually went to attack Naruto directly is because he's actually trying to get enough resources to fully just launch a full-on assault attack on Naruto. But he keeps losing soldiers little by little by little by little. And Mei's army does grow bigger by little by little by little by little, but yeah. And Naruto's power has actually increased so much in these 9 months. Nothing but just training really hard. Not just training, but actually having a practice every single day. Every single day. No time to relax, no time to do this. His, senses, his abilities of using what's it called demon, god, or even death abilities are actually so sharp, so extremely sharp to the point that he broke his human limits. He broke his limits for his human limits for what do you call strength, stamina, agility, everything. He just broke everything. IQ, he has to think in his head really fast, and he actually managed to break that also. But not just that. When he uses what's it called the god, demon, or death abilities, his everything just goes up by like 50 folds, like 50 times folds. And of course Naruto is just that strong. Now of course Naruto has actually been using what's called the demonic blade, or even the the angel blade. The demonic blade, he actually found out that it had actually a true form. This true form, I will show you what it is. This is how the demon blade looks like when he takes it out of the sheath. But its real transformation is this. It's a great big sword, so yeah. It still has a reddish glow aura, but yeah. Actually, no, this is actually its true transformation, so yeah. It looks like that for Naruto's true transformation of the demon blade. But of course, after Naruto actually unsheathing the what's called demon blade, he has about what's called 75%. Well, not 75. Mostly 50% of 50%, not 50%. I'm gonna say 65% control of the demon side power. But when he unsheathed the blade, he can actually go into the 65%, and actually his body does transform a little bit. When I mean a little bit, his, mostly right side, because this is mostly his right side where he has his demon side. Wait, is it right side? No, left side. And of course, his left side starts transforming. So of course, a horn appears, but this is where armor mostly appears. Well, not armor. Mostly that Naruto's eye does go into the Sharingan, the red Sharingan mostly. But of course, it goes slick mostly. It goes, the dot becomes slick, but the tomoes become, well, a more jagged tomoe instead of being just a normal round tomoe. This is where, well, his skin does become more, how should you say, just stays normal, but his whisker marks does become red. And of course, armor starts growing all around his kind of like body. It mostly looks like a Scythian armor kind of growing around, kind of just becoming armor on his like head. Mostly a horn becomes, well, comes out of the Scythian, a horn. Of course, this is where a Scythian does go down from Naruto's body all the way towards his hands and arms, making it like armor. But yeah. Of course, when he unsheathes the light blade, mostly the holy blade, it will look like this. Of course, this is how the true blade will look like for the holy blade. But when he unsheathes the blade, it's just a golden blade with a blue handle. But of course, when he transforms it enough, it does become like this. It also kind of, if you want to mention, it kind of looks like Excalibur. So yeah, if that would be its true kind of form. So it looks like kind of Excalibur, but also this. But yeah. Now that's what Naruto has. And of course, it can also control 65% of his power from the holy side. Of course, this is where a light goldenish and kind of white armor appears all around Naruto's, well, hands and arms, and yeah. And of course, a helmet does appear on his head. So when he's using the demon side, the horn does appear, yeah. But of course, on his holy side, a kind of helmet appears, but this is where a kind of like a halo appears, but only being half. It gets cut off from the demon side, so it won't like fully merge. It's not fully merged together. This is where, well, he can both use them. He basically used the demon and angel side separately, but yeah, he hasn't figured out how to use it together. But of course, this is where, well, Naruto, he is right now just fighting against more of Yaga's forces, but kind of cutting them, slicing through them, murdering them, and yeah, keep repeat and just repeat. Of course, this is where 9 months has passed, and of course, this is where Naruto has been waiting. Naruto has been waiting for Yagure forces, but they haven't even came. This is where Naruto thinks that something is coming suspicious. He looks all the way far away with his third eye and sees the army of Yagure and Yagure himself. Naruto says, I see. So that's why the army started increasing less and less. He wanted to send a full assault on me. Then I'll be the one to take him out. This is where Naruto jumps off the tree and lands into Yagure forces right now, smashing through them, kind of knocking them out. Mostly knocking out the, well, bloodline users and not killing them. Killing some of the most evil ones. And yeah, this is where he kind of just blitzes through almost all of them and pulls out his holy blade and his demonic blade and starts just slicing through them, cutting through multiple of them, and also does spin his, well, twists his body to make a tornado and spins around and kind of slices through them. That's why he keeps doing that, and of course, multiple of Yagure's forces have been trying and trying to attack Naruto, but they can't even get close to Naruto. That's where Naruto sees Yagure, and Yagure transforms into his three-tailed cloak, and that is the, well, second stage, and tries to attack Naruto with a Biju bomb. That's where Naruto pulls out his, what's it called, Grim Reaper blade, puts it on his mouth like a, if you want to think about it, it kind of looks like if Zoro was kind of putting that scythe in his, well, mouth. So when he was fighting against Killer, and of course when Naruto sees the Biju bomb, he kind of just uses the scythe to cut through the Biju bomb by taking the life and mostly the atoms that were created to make that Biju bomb and make it just into a ball and just hit the ground and doesn't explode because Naruto took his life away. You can take any life away that was kind of ignited or anything. That's where Naruto says, I'll show you true power. That's where Naruto, he activated all three of his eyes. The Death Eye, the Holy Eye, and even the Demonic Eye. And he managed to combine all three powers into one. In this one attack. That's where Naruto had his, what's it called, Demonic Blade in his left hand. and his holy blade in his right hand, and this is where he had the death sight in his mouth, and of course Naruto says, "God style." This is where Naruto says, "God style." What's it called? This is where he says, "God style, divine judgment and punishment." This is where his demonic blade that's on his left hand just starts to glow into a red kind of glowish and activates into its true form. Because it was right now in the katana form and also in his holy blade and all that. And of course, it also his holy blade does go into its true form. And Naruto's death sight just stays the same, being black. And this is where Naruto rushes at Yagiri in just blinding speed, smashes through Yagiri. Well, not smashes into Yagiri, mostly just appear behind him. This is where Naruto had his blades in the air. This is where he had his death sight also next to him in his mouth still. This is where he turns around, walks, well, mostly turns around slowly and sees Yagiri. Yagiri passes, well, kind of falls backwards and dies. So Naruto just killed Yagiri. Naruto says pathetic. This is where Naruto puts back his blades back into the sheath and does make them go back into his seal engravement. So yeah, and also the blade to kind of go back. But yeah, mostly the side. This is where, well, May and her look. May and her forces managed to get there and see the massacre, but of course not many people are hurt when May did tell them to go check on the people that Naruto, she didn't want the person to accidentally kill her people. So of course she sees that not many people were hurt. Most people that didn't have bloodlines and didn't have good intentions died. So yeah, of course she can see Yagiri's body is on the ground just bleeding. And, well, already dead, but yeah. Because, well, the death slice has a connection to death. So any person that gets sliced or cut gets their soul taken. And death took both the Three Tails and Yagiri's soul together, ripping them apart. Well, not ripping them apart, ripping them together. Pretty much the Three Tails is no longer in the world of the living. And of course, Kurama sees this and says, damn. Sorry to dare. Of course, this is where, well, Naruto, he is, what's it called, just standing, well, next to May. But of course, we go into a 2 month, what's it called, time skip later. Naruto is now 12, well, not even 12, 11 years old. He was 10 at the time he joined to kind of fight against Yagiri. Now he's 11, and of course Naruto's power has grown so strong over the past, well, year. Of course, this is where, well, not 2 months, mostly 3 months. So yeah, it would be 12 months to be Azure here. So yeah, of course May was very happy, and she did sign these scrolls, but she also did try to repair her village as best as she can. But yeah, Naruto now went back towards the call Suna, and of course did kind of give it to Suna and give some well, give him mostly the message about May just joining in. And yeah, that's where the Raikage and even Onoki there see the paper. This is where, well, they kind of nodded and they were happy to know that May has joined them. That's where Naruto, he is now in, well, Suna. Of course, where, well, so, of course, this is where, well, Naruto, he's now in Suna. Of course, he meets Gaara, Tamari, and even Kankuro. And this is where the Kazekage, who is basically Gaara's father, is right now grateful for Naruto and his help in alliancing a bunch of people. But yeah, of course, they're all alliance secretly. And, of course, the Fire Country doesn't really know about this. So, of course, this is where Naruto does train in Suna for 1 more year. And, of course, Naruto, he is now 12, and now he can become a, well, Suna Ninja, a full Suna Ninja. Full-fledged. Of course, Naruto did travel a little bit more when he was still in Suna when he was 11, but, of course, He's now 12 years old. And the teams are simple. The first team for Suna will be just random, until it's a team with Gara. Team Gara's team. Well, mostly a Gara and Gara's team contains a what's it called? So of course Gara's like he doesn't really have a last name. So of course this is where first team or not first team Gara, Kankuro, Naruto, well not Naruto, Lucifer, Angel. This is where Tamari says, wait, what about me? This is where Ninja says you'll be a special team. This is where she said, but shouldn't I be with my two brothers? Uh, I'll make the teams. Go ask the Kazakage. This is where Tamari was saddened, and of course this is where Gara, Kankuro, and even Naruto tries to comfort her. Of course, this is where Tamari glares at Naruto. Naruto feels like he's going to get killed. This is where, when they get to the Kazakage about the teams and all that, to ask what the teams are, there are two extra girls that are in, basically in the Kazakage. And of course, they have, a actually Jonin Sensei with them. This is where, one has blonde hair, another one has, black hair, and of course, this is where Tamari comes on along and says, Dad, what is happening, and why am I not on the team with Gara? This is where, the Kazakage says, daughter, since you are the princess of, Suna, and, how can I say this? And since we did do an alliance with, what's it called, Kumo, the Stone Village, and maybe even the Mist Village, these two right here are from actually, not these three, mostly these three are actually from different villages. So, of course, you will be on a team specialized with the other three ninja villages. And so where Tamari says, huh? Hello there, I guess? This is where the black hair girl says, oh, hello. My name is Sushi, what's it called? Kurosuke, yeah. Hello, my name is Kurosuke. So yeah, she just says that. That's where the blonde hair with blue eyes says, my name is Samui. That's where the last one says that her name is, Sayana, who is from the Mist Village, but yeah. That's where, this is where Tamari says, so you decide, this where, the Kazakage says, no, I was not the only one in this team designing. It was also the Stone Village and the Kumo Village. Don't blame me and even Mrs. May from the Mizo, basically the Mizu Village. Don't just blame me. This is where, Tamari says, then who the hell do I blame? This is where, the Kazakage is looking around, sees Naruto. Naruto disappeared in an instant. Sure, Kazakage says, damn, he knew that I was going to blame it on him. This is where he looks at Gara. Gara disappears in a sand blink. This is where, Kagura already opened the door and started booking it. This is where, Tamari notices, and this is where the Kazakage says, damn, I couldn't blame it on any of them. This is where the Kazakage sees his Ambus, and his Ambus already disappear. The Kazakage says, damn, these fucks. Just get along with them, okay, Tamari? Don't worry. Besides, I feel like your brother's team will probably fail really bad. This is where, we go into a time skip of Naruto and, Gaara's team. They actually destroy so many missions together, either being D to C to B to A to S, so on and so on. But yeah. Also, of course, I'm gonna leave it off here for part 4 because I am getting extremely tired. And yeah. So have a nice potato day, potato night, potato, and yeah, bye bye. Potato.